As President Bola Ahmed Tinubu marks 2 years in office, has insecurity in Nigeria improved or getting worse under him compared to his predecessor, Muhammad Buhari? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. From the north to the south and from the east to the west, insecurity in Nigeria remains an ever-growing monster. But many Nigerians are now asking a very chilling question. Has insecurity actually gotten worse under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu than it was under President Muhammad Buhari? Let's break it down. When President Bola Ahmed Tinubu assumed office on May 29, 2023, he promised renewed hope. A key pillar of that hope was national security, to end terrorism, banditry, and kidnapping. But nearly 2 years later, Nigerians are witnessing the opposite. We are witnessing an escalation of kidnappings. Nigerians are witnessing escalation of kidnappings. Under Tinubu administration, kidnapping have not only increased across the country in terms of numbers, they have also become, the kidnappers have become bolder. The kidnappers have become bolder. The Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, that was once considered the safest zone, is now under siege. In Buhari, Abuja, over 20 residents were kidnapped in a single night. In February 2024, school children and teachers were abducted in Kaduna. Just weeks later, over 200 internally displaced persons were kidnapped in Borno. You heard recently the story of the killing of over 60 people in Bokos local government area of Plateau State. You heard about the killing of 16 hunters in Uromi, Edo State. You heard about the massacre of 30 farmers in Ondo. Showing that kidnappers are becoming bolder, criminalities have increased, insecurity have increased to a level never seen before. And another thing that Nigerians have also noticed is that those who engage in this criminality, they are more bold and they are more coordinated in their attacks. They are even attacking military bases, military installations, police installations, both in the northeast and the northwest. There are growing reports of bandits attacking police stations, ambushing military convoy, and even blocking major highways like Abuja-Kaduna Expressway, that bandits used to prevent people from passing through that route. Now, the audacity of these criminals suggests that the deterrence level have been weakened. The deterrence level had been weakened. So the people carrying out this criminality, they are not deterred by the security measures being put in place. They operate with much more boldness. Now, we have also noticed under Tinubu administration that insecurity is no longer up north. It's no longer up north. Other states are witnessing insecurity, even in the south. States like Ekiti, Ondo, they have all witnessed insecurity. Even states in the north central that are not frequently in the news are also witnessed several cases of kidnapping, ransacking of communities, destruction of communities. I'm talking about places like Kogi State, where bandits, deadly herdsmen have attacked communities in Ekiti, in Ondo, in Kogi, all over southern Nigeria. Many people cannot go to farm. In fact, many people are attributing the jungle justice that was illegally meted out on the cannon hunters in Uromi, Edo State, that it was the people who are reacting based on what they have passed through in the hands of kidnappers believed to be herdsmen operating in the bushes around that Uromi and many parts of Edo State, like in so many parts of southern Nigeria. Armed robbery groups, they have taken over Lagos-Ibadan Expressway and are operating with impunity. Now, Islamic State, West Africa Province, and Boko Haram, they are still very active under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Contrary to the illusion that Boko Haram was technically defeated, the group and its offshoot, ISWAP, Islamic State West Africa Province, have carried out deadly ambushes in Yobe and Borno states under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Even humanitarian workers and soldiers are not safe. Still under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even though there had been a lot of increase in the spending budgetary allocation to address insecurity, there are strong indications from observations that those high expenditures on insecurity, on defense or on security, had not yielded the desired result, given the high rate of insecurity across Nigeria under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, how do we take this into consideration? We take this into consideration because if we look at the data available on the expenditure on security through the budget, you know that what is getting in the return on investment on security is nothing to write home about. Despite over 3.25 trillion naira allocated to defense and security in the 2024 budget, many citizens keep on asking, where is the impact? Despite over 3.25 trillion allocated to defense and security in 2024 budget, many citizens ask, where is the impact? Because of the escalation in the level of insecurity in the country. Despite these trillions spent, people are not seeing the impact. The security agencies remain overstretched, under-equipped, and reactionary, and not proactive. Another thing that have been noticed under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu when it comes to insecurity is that because of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's poor leadership of ECOWAS, don't forget that Tinubu is the chairman of the Economic Community of West African States. Because of his poor leadership there is a collapse of ECOWAS security. Because of Tinubu's poor leadership of ECOWAS, there is a collapse of security cooperation in the region. As ECOWAS chairman, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu led a hardline stand against the military juntas in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. In retaliation, they pulled out of ECOWAS. Collapsing the vital regional intelligence and security collaboration against terrorism and terrorists who operate within the borders. So, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his reaction to the coup in Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso. In fact, in the case of Niger, he wanted a military invasion to go and remove the military junta until northern leaders and northern senators, National Assembly, stopped him. And that angered the Nigerian authorities, because it's not only that he wanted to invade that country, mobilize forces to invade Niger, he later imposed sanctions against Niger. All those things, he could have managed it better, but he was trying to please his French supporters, the French government, by acting tough. At the end of the day, ECOWAS lost members because of his poor leadership. And that poor leadership now has affected insecurity in the region, because the cooperation that was needed to ensure security within our borders is now lacking, because Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger pull out of ECOWAS. That is the price that the Nigerian people have to pay for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's inexperience in handling foreign relations. Now, another thing that you can observe is that the average Nigerian today feel less safe than 2 years ago. That's no doubt about it. The average Nigerian feel less safe today than 2 years ago. In other words, indicating that insecurity has gotten worse today compared to 2 years ago. From university students to market women, the sentiment is the same. Fear is now part of the daily life in Nigeria. Another sign that insecurity had gotten worse under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is that while the Buhari administration may have failed to end insecurity, it had a clearer picture of what it was doing. It has a military doctrine and operational presence in the Northeast. Under Tinubu's administration, critics are saying that his security strategy is incoherent. There is no coherent strategy against insecurity beyond press statements and condolences. So, 2 years into President Tinubu's reign, the security situation paints a grim picture. Kidnappings are up. Rural communities are under siege. Constantly, rural communities are under siege, and the security architecture appeared incapable of handling them. Only the other day, people were talking about how in Benue State, several communities have been sacked. Several communities have been killed, dispersed from their communities in their millions. That forced the Bishop of Sokoto, the Bishop of Makode, to go to the United States Congress to beg the American people that they should reclassify Nigeria as a country of concern, as a country of concern, a country where terrorism reigns supreme, a country where the lives of Christians, because that Bishop of Makode went to the United States to draw attention to the killings of Christians in Benue State, and that these Christians are being massacred and their communities taken over by herdsmen, and Nigerian government, and including the governor of Benue State, is doing nothing about it. Instead of trying to go and drive away the herdsmen, what the government of Nigeria is doing was to plan to build a resettlement area for them far away from their ancestral home, and doing nothing about driving away the insurgents, the herdsmen that had taken over their communities. They are not doing anything about it. What they are thinking is to abandon the place for the herdsmen and then saying that they will build accommodation in another settlement area for the people. And the Bishop of Makode cannot take it. He ran to America for help, that they should force Nigerian government under Tinubu to do the right thing. So you can therefore see why things are the way they are in Nigeria in terms of insecurity. Like the Bakos killing in Plateau State. Now, these killings always escalate during the farming season. As the rain has started coming, farmers are thinking of going to their farms. Then the killers will come and drive them away from their communities so that they will not farm, so that aliens, herdsmen will come from elsewhere and take over their land. And the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing nothing about driving those herdsmen out of these communities. These are indications of insecurity getting worse under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So you therefore ask yourself, this rampant insecurity, is that what Nigerians voted for? Is this the future they envisaged? Is this how this country will continue to be? That many people will continue to live in fear and things are getting worse before they could get better. Now, this is not just about who leads or whether insecurity was higher under Tinubu or under Buhari. It is about whether Nigerians can sleep with their two eyes closed. Nigerians cannot sleep with their two eyes closed. Many communities in this country that never experienced anything like IDPs, internally displaced persons, are now living in fears out of their communities, and Nigerian government seem to have ceded all these areas to the headsmen to take over, and communities are scattered. You find them all over the place. In fact, several communities in Nigeria today don't dare venture, go further into their ancestral lands to do farming activities without fear of being killed. That is the situation of we have found ourselves in Nigeria. So, do we agree or do we disagree that insecurity has gotten worse under Tinubu than Buhari? The evidence speaks for itself. But whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.